Good afternoon, Steve Keefe, broker owner of Coldwell Banker Skyward Realty in Lake Arrowhead, California, on a beautiful September Saturday in the afternoon. 2 years ago, October 2008, I did a video piece where I explained how to evaluate the performance of your real estate broker or your real estate broker's company. And at that time, I used two statistics that are measurable and that can be defined for any company. And I'll point out that the numbers that I'm going to give you in this video are all according to the RIM Association of Realtors, our local real estate MLS, which most of our properties are marketed and sold through. The two numbers that you look at, or the two ratios that you look at, are the list to sell ratio, meaning how many listings that are actually taken during a given period of time that actually sell. So the list to sell ratio is a successful number. The second number you look at is the list to failure ratio, meaning that some of the listings that are listed by a real estate broker, not all of them sell. In fact, most of them in many cases don't sell. I think the average, depending on the price range in our existing overall MLS, is like 1 in 4 or 25%. So, for the most part, unfortunately, many of the sellers end up on the losing end of the situation when they list their property and it actually doesn't sell for them. So there are many reasons why that might happen. That's a topic of a whole nother video. But today we're going to talk about the statistics and the numbers. When I ran the numbers and the figures 2 years ago, what I did was I compared our performance, Coldwell Banker Skyward Realty's, versus some of our competitors, and I'm going to do the same thing today. First numbers that we'll look at is that the list to sell ratio in calendar year 2009. Okay, Coldwell Banker Skyward Realty, we as a company took 576 listings. Of those 576, 322 sold. Success. Exactly what we wanted to see happen. So what that works out to be is a 56% ratio. So a seller that listed his property with Coldwell Banker Skyward Realty, rather than the standard 25%, had a 56% better chance, or a 56% chance of actually accomplishing their objective and their goal. Subsequently, or previously, 2 years ago, that figure was 44%. So despite the fact that the current real estate market is even more challenging and there's fewer buyers in it, we were able to elevate the percentage of homes that we listed and actually sold by improving our performance. So a seller that listed their property with us this last year had a much better chance of getting the property sold than the previous years, by 12%. The next closest competitor, Capri, was formerly Remax. They took 276 listings in the calendar year. Of those 276 listings, in fact, the 276 was about half of what we did, a little less than half. Of those 276, 107 they actually sold, so less than a third of the, actually almost right at a third of the number of listings that we sold for that time period. That gave them a 39% list to sell ratio, significantly less than the 56% that Coldwell Banker Skyward Realty was performing at. So at the end of the day, what that means is that the sellers that listed with Coldwell Banker Skyward Realty had a better chance of accomplishing their goal than with our competitors. The flip side of it is the list to failure ratio. So the properties that were listed for sale versus expiring or being canceled or being withdrawn, not selling. For that same calendar year period, Coldwell Banker Skyward Realty had a 35% expiration ratio. Our competitor Capri had 52%. So they actually had a higher percentage of expireds or canceled or properties that didn't sell than they actually did sell. As a seller, that should be important to someone. They want a company that's going to perform, or that performs at a high level and gives them the best opportunity to secure a buyer and actually close the transaction. Coldwell Banker Skyward Realty has been the leader in the market since 1982. What is that? 28 years now. And year in and year out, we perform at the highest level. We are the largest company. We have the most amount of agents. We have the largest network of buyers and sellers that we work with, and all of that creates momentum and creates an opportunity for a seller to have the best possible opportunity to sell their home. If you'd like to talk to one of my top agents or you'd like to talk to me directly, you're welcome to call me at the office, 909-336-2131, or contact me on the internet at steve@cbskyridge.com. I'm always available to talk with buyers and sellers about real estate needs and matters in Lake Arrowhead. I'd be happy to help you out in any way I can. Thanks for listening.